Kendrick Perkins didn't hold back, saying Lou Williams needed to do better after his trip to Magic City that got him a 10-day quarantine. Perkins also said it's sad when a rookie like Zion Williamson acts more mature than a veteran like Lou Williams. Lou fired back on Twitter, telling Perk that this incident was the only dirt Perk had on him and that whenever they see each other, Perk says it's, quote, just TV. So, Shannon, whose side are you on here?
Skip, before I get into that, Lou, you were wrong. Why is it so hard for you to understand you were wrong? So let me get this straight. And this is what irked me, Skip. I didn't get mad if a player missed a block, if a player missed an assignment. That didn't irk me. What irked me if you didn't have your ass to meetings on time, if you were late for work, because you're telling me your time is more important than mine.
Good point.
So are you telling me Lou Williams is the only player that's in the bubble that has a favorite restaurant and is missing those meals? Every other player in that bubble has a restaurant that they love going to. And they can't get to. So now Lou Williams' taste buds are more important than everybody else's. Lou, you wrong. Why not just say, you know what, guys, I was wrong. I went for a very good cause. I went to pay my respects to a friend's father, and instead of, you could have got curbside. You say they on the website say they offer curbside. Someone said that you've had meals catered by them before. Why not get it catered? Lou, you wrong. And everybody rushing to your defense to my, and Skip, I made a joke of it, but I also said, Lou, you were wrong.
You did.
Because guess what? Paul George, he probably has a favorite restaurant. Kawhi ain't got no favorite restaurant. He just want to go home and eat. He ain't got no restaurant. But there are a lot of people. And then, Lou, you want to get mad. Why are you upset? You were wrong. You the one that put people in harm's way. The objective was, Skip, first of all, once you leave the bubble, you're at risk. Because the NBA can no longer control the setting or the environment that you're in. You were supposed to go from point A and come back to point B. You went from point A to another point B and then C. Come on, Lou. All you had to do was like, bro, just go down there, pay your respects, and get back on the plane and get back to where you were supposed to be. What they're trying to do is minimize the potential risk of an infection getting into the bubble and it spread like wildfire and shutting the season down. Why can't you understand you were wrong? Now, Perk, let me give you a little word of advice. Say what you say, mean what you say, and let it go. Don't get into no confrontation about these guys wanting to squab with them. I said what I say, Skip, but I keep it moving. If I see the guy, he wants to dap me up, pay respect, fine. If he pretends like he don't see me, hell, I pretend like I don't see him. I keep it moving. But don't go back and forth with him. Lou, this is how it works. You're right. That might be only the fifth year. Skip, you know who Bill Buckner was. He won a batting title, went to the All-Star game. But what's he known for? That ball going between his legs. That's his one blip. You also know this guy played for your favorite team, Jackie Smith. Jackie Smith is in the Hall of Fame with me. Played 17 seasons. Went to 5 Pro Bowl.
And I still haven't gotten over that.
What's he known for, Skip?
He dropped
the touchdown. So,
and it was like a little lollipop flip right in his bread basket, and he just dropped it.
So, Lou.
And he was he played your position, and he was really good.
Yes, he was very good with the Cardinals, and I think he only played 1 year with the Cowboys. So, Lou, that's how it works. One misstep, one misdeed can undo 15, 16, 20 years of great service. You know how this works. So, Lou, instead of being upset, instead of having all these other guys run to your defense, just admit, I was wrong. I handled this the wrong way. It shouldn't have happened. Moving forward, it won't happen again. Perk, if I could give you any advice, don't go back and forth with them. You say what you say and be done with it and keep it moving.
Hear, hear. Love everything you just said, and I appreciate everything you just said because you sit in the same sort of seat that Kendrick Perkins is now attempting to sit in, and he's trying to learn how to play a new game because it's a very new and different game. Back first to Lou Williams. I appreciate everything you said about his lack of contrition. He's showing no contrition. There's no, I'm sorry, I shouldn't have. There was none of that. There was no back down. There was only 15 years in this business, and he's talking to the tweet to Perk. And the most dirt you have on my name is stopping to get wings during a pandemic. Talk about, speaking of pandemic, talk about sanitizing what happened, like trying to wash your hands of it. That's like Benedict Arnold saying, hey, I just stopped by the British camp just to say hi.
Right.
No, you didn't. You defected. You were giving up state secrets.
Yeah.
You were trying to give up the fort at West Point to the British.
Correct.
You betrayed your company.
Yeah.
It was treason.
Right.
Lou, it was treason.
Right.
I'm sorry. And now he's trying to say, I just stopped by. I'm pretty sure he stopped in. I think he wanted to sit down and eat at the restaurant.
Correct.
And he's acting like he was just picking up, and I don't think he was. And the NBA is not buying either, because 10 games of quarantine, that's part punishment as well as safety, right? There's some punishment in there, because nobody loved this. Doc Rivers said on Saturday, I do not love this. Basically, I was not happy with this.
Right.
Now, he said yesterday after their game, he made a mistake. Now let's move on. They're trying to move on.
Okay,
quickly.
why can Doc say he made a mistake, but Lou Will can't say he made a mistake?
It's pretty simple that you could say made a mistake. Now back to Kendrick Perkins, and back to the end of this tweet from Lou Williams. He says to Perk, and stop laughing and saying it's just TV when you run into me. Okay, from the seat I sit in, the business I've been in for a long, long time, that, Mr. Williams, is a serious accusation you just levied at Kendrick Perkins. You're saying that when you run into him, that Perk is admitting that his commentary on TV is nothing but a fraudulent act.
Right.
Like, I'm just acting on TV. I'm just saying what I need to say to keep my job.
Right.
I sure hope that's not the case.
Right.
And I think I know Perk well enough.
Right.
I think he speaks his heart. Sometimes he plays to the crowd.
Right.
I think sometimes with some of the LeBron stuff, he goes a little overboard.
Right.
But he does have some big opinions. Some people dismiss them as a little crazy. I know how that feels.
Right.
But I think he's speaking with his heart. And I hope he understands going forward that you cannot care what Lou says, and you cannot run into him and say, I was just cutting up on TV. No, you weren't.
No.
This is, to me, extremely serious business.
Right.
And I want to say publicly that I appreciate how you embrace this business from day one.
Yeah.
We have been doing this almost 4 years, and from day one, you took a stand. And sometimes you are criticizing young athletes who are playing the game that you played at the highest of levels, and it's not that easy to do it because they're going to come to you and say, Sharpe or Unk or Shay.
They do.
You know, what are you doing to me? And sometimes it's a young black man speaking to an older black man, and it's hard on you because their attitude is like, how can you do this to me? And you say, it's because I'm just speaking the objective truth. This is the way I see it. I don't have anything personal against you. I am merely rating your performance.
Skip, they know they can't bull jive me.
They
See, the thing is, Skip, when I took this seat and I talk about football players, you know, a lot of times if you didn't play the game, they dismiss you. Well, you didn't play. Well, if you played the game, they say, well, you didn't play well. Well, I played the game. I played 14 years. Played very well.
Level.
I got Super Bowl. I got the gold jacket. So, Skip, but I've always been mindful. When I'm talking about a man, I'm talking about somebody's son. I'm talking about somebody's brother, grandson, husband, nephew. So I factor all that into the equation, and that's why I never make it personal. I talk about his performance. But in a situation like this, Lou, you dead ass wrong. And instead of saying, you know what, guys, I was wrong, I made a mistake, you try to, oh, man, I just stopped by to get some wings. No, it's not that.
And you understand, you have a responsibility to say that on television.
Absolutely.
You have a responsibility to me to say it and to us to say it, to this show to say it.
Anybody, my brother, people ask, man, your brother, if you hear him say something, that's 1,000% how he feels, and that's 1,000% that it happened. Anybody that knows, you go back to my college, go back to anybody that's me. What you see is what you get. Skip, I'm old enough to be these guys' uncle. Some of them I'm old enough to be their dad. I got kids older than some of these guys. What I look like going back and forth to a man who want to fight these guys? Bro, I said what I said. I felt that you was wrong. I ain't got anything personal against Lou, but I felt he was wrong in this situation, given the circumstances. If this was normal, let's just say he's on a road trip. He goes and he leaves and he misses a game because he's going to attend a funeral for a friend, father, and then all of a sudden he stops off at Magic City. Skip, they got to do it. But this is extenuating circumstances. This is not a normal situation.
Okay.
And he's treating it like it's normal.
Yep.
And it's everything but normal.
Okay. And again, what Perk tweeted and what he said on television was not out of bounds, because he just basically said it's disturbing when a rookie in Zion can act more mature than an NBA veteran. Well, he did. Zion had some personal family issue, and he went and attended to it and came right back and sat for 4 days.
He got 4 days.
Okay.
So if everything was, so why did he get 4 days and Lou got 10? If Lou behaved in a manner that was appropriate, or the NBA felt that was appropriate, why did he get an extra 6 days?
Wings.
All you get, Skip, that's the thing. If you're wrong, just be man enough to say, I was wrong. I apologize. You should apologize to your teammates. Because Skip, they're there. They don't want to be there any more than Lou Williams wants to be there. They want to have a nice meal from their favorite restaurant, just like Lou Williams.
That. And most of them have defended, all of them has defended them, and they say he's a true, like Zubac said, he's a true leader of this team. Well, he didn't act like it on Saturday.
Guess what, Skip? A leader can be wrong.
Yeah,
but the good leaders acknowledge their mistakes. So hopefully Lou, at least to his teammates, has had that conversation. But it doesn't look great when he's not owning it publicly, in our opinion. All right, guys.
Download the all-new Fox Sports app now.